The Boston Celtics have been incredible this season. Before the season even started, the Boston Celtics win total prediction was at 41 games. They're already at 41 games after last night's big win against the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis did return yesterday, but the Celtics held the Bucks to only 81 points in Giannis's return. He only shot 7 of 18 from the field, and it was a very dominant win. And we can sit here and ask ourselves, how are the Celtics winning games this season? Well, to start off, the Celtics, even though they're dead last in pace, yes, the Celtics are dead last in pace. And looking right here, 94.7, 30 out of 30 teams. They're the slowest team in the NBA, but yet they have the second highest offensive rating in the league. And for the guys that are watching this that do not know what offensive rating is points per 100 possessions, not points per game, points per 100 possessions. So they're the slowest team in the NBA, yet they're one of the most efficient teams in the league. That just means that every possession the Boston Celtics have, they're running the best sets. They're taking the most efficient shots. They're making the most shots. They're not running a fast pace. They're just dictating the game. But to add on to that, Boston allows the least amount of points in the NBA. They're number one in points allowed per game. So they're only giving up 107 points per game. And we seen that last night when they held Giannis 7 to 18 from the field. He was on a minutes restriction, but he was not having a good game. And they only scored 81 points as a team. This Boston Celtics team is elite. And I believe that they can do real damage in the playoffs. This Boston Celtics team is full of veterans. They have a system. They have a great coach. They have great management. And they can develop players. But I just want to start off with the head of the snake. Jaylen Brown this season averaging 29 points per game, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. And if I'm not mistaken, this has to be a career high for Jaylen Brown with his rebounds. Let me see. 7.15. He averaged almost 7. Yes, he's averaging a career high in rebounds, career high in assists. Jaylen Brown has taken his game to the next level. He's at an MVP level right now. And me personally, I do not understand how he's not ranked higher in MVP voting. Shea has missed a couple games. Jokic has missed a couple games. Jaylen Brown has been very available. And for this Celtics team, who, like I said, was projected to only win 41 games this season, they had an over-under of 41.5. They're already at 41 games won, and they have about, 21 more games in the season? But he's really taking a leap as an elite two-way player. He's one of the best two-way players in the league. I'm not just going to sit here and call him the best. I would have to lay out all the players in the league that are two-way guys and really compare them. But there is a very valid argument that Jaylen Brown is the best two-way player currently in the NBA at this moment. He's been a true leader for Boston. Even though Jason Tatum is out with an injury, he has just taken another step, and he's carrying the load for this Celtics team. Derrick White is one of the best third options in the league, and I know he hasn't been shooting well at all. He actually had a very poor start to the season offensively, but so far Derrick White is averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and almost 6 assists, shooting 39% from the field, 33% from 3, and is shooting pretty much 90% from the line. But Derrick White has been putting up a defensive masterclass this season, and I do believe that he should be in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. Derrick White is a guard averaging 1.5 blocks a game. That is ridiculous. I can name y'all 5 starting centers right now who don't average a block a game, and Derrick White is over there averaging almost 2 blocks per game. He's averaging a steal a game, and he's just an elite defender, great in rotations, great on ball. He has been doing everything that some teams don't even ask from a third option guy. Sam Hauser has been playing very well, doing what he usually does, shooting around 40% from the three-point line and playing some pretty good defense out there as well. But Neemias Queta is the guy that I want to talk about. He is coming off of a 27-point, 17 rebound effort against the Philadelphia 76ers. And no, they didn't have Joel Embiid, but at the same time, Queta has been solid all season. He's been a very efficient center around the rim. He's been protecting the basket. He's been setting solid screens for the Celtics. And I mean, just watching Queta last year and the years prior, I did not know that he was going to develop into such a reliable center in the league. And this just goes to show that Boston is so good at developing their players. When Boston lost Al Horford, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, I just thought it was over. I didn't think it was going to be a rebuilding period for the Celtics, but at the same time, a lot of those young guys were going to have to step up, and I did not know if they were ready to do that. But every single young player on this team has gotten better year after year. Last night, Hugo Gonzalez had 18 points and 16 rebounds. I repeat, Hugo Gonzalez had 18 points and 16 rebounds. He is such a good hustle player for the Celtics right now. I really love that young guy. And even a guy like Baylor Shireman has been starting for the Celtics as of late, and he has been putting in major work. Baylor Shireman in February averaged 7.7 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.4 assists in 11 games. That is solid production for his role for that team. And with the addition of Nikola Vucevic at the trade deadline, he fits in really well with this Celtics team. He had a big game against Brooklyn the other night. I know that's not really saying much, but just great to see him still able to perform perform at that level. And they're going to need that sometimes when Jaylen can't get it going, when Derrick White can't get it going, when Pritchard can't get it going. You're going to need someone to step up off of that bench, and Vucevic is a very solid option. Still very talented on the offensive side of the basketball at age 35. And I think he was a great pickup for Boston, averaging just under 12 points a game since he got there, and has been giving them great production on the rebounding side of the basketball, averaging 8 rebounds in only 24 minutes of play. Peyton Pritchard has been excellent this season. He is coming off of the bench again, but he had to start a majority of the games this season. Peyton has started 48 games out of 60 this year, and he's been nothing other than a solid player for Boston. I just did a video about Peyton Pritchard the other day, but he's averaging 17 points on 46% from the field, pretty much 37% from 3, and he's just been excellent out there as a spark off the bench, a second or third option depending on what type of night it is for the Celtics. He's one of the best isolation guards in the league, and I really love seeing Peyton Pritchard play for this Celtics team. You have guys like Jordan Walsh coming in, playing excellent defense, doing what he needs to do. Walsh is shooting 52% from the field, 40% from 3. I really love this Celtics rotation. It's full of wings that can defend. You have your star in Jaylen Brown who can go score. You have guys like Pritchard and White who can fill up the stat sheet as well. You have shooting all over the floor. I mean, really the only player not launching threes in this lineup is really Cater, and he's doing a great job at what he needs to be doing out there, so you don't need him doing that. And honestly, this is just what patience looks like for the Boston Celtics. Shout out to Brad Stevens for not getting in panic mode. He wasn't trying to trade guys around and just start a full rebuild with the Tatum injury. He believed in the roster that he had. He believed in the young talent that he had, and with Joe Mazzulla out there controlling everything. And by the way, I do believe that Joe Mazzulla should be running for the coach of the year. He has been doing an excellent job with this Celtics team. I just think that this Celtics team is very, very dangerous, and if Tatum does come back, and I do not think they need to rush Tatum back at all, me personally. But if he does come back, I think that they can work him in slowly. This team is built for success, and I'm not really sure how Tatum can blend with the chemistry that this team has built without him. Trying to rush him back though, not like period. I believe that Tatum is still going to be that guy. I do believe that Tatum is still going to be a very great player in this league. They have playoff DNA all in them. We can see it with how they're doing this season. And the league should be very afraid of the Boston Celtics when it comes playoff time. So it's your boy 100 Points. Just wanted to express some love for the Boston Celtics. They have been so impressive this season. God bless you all. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm out. Peace.